What's that strange energy I'm feeling? Something happening with the morphing grid. I can feel it. Guys, something big's coming. Hello, Matthew. I've got my eye set on you. Kim? Kim, is that you? Stay back, man. She's an evil version of herself. Yeah, stay back. Let us help you with this one. No, Kim. Again, I'm telling you, these stories write themselves at times. All right, so we got all of this right here. Again, I can only have 7 cards in my hand at any time, but that's okay. We're doing pretty good with what we got. I love the Guardian armor on this as well, just to kind of gain some random energy. Let's see now, who do I want to go with? I am going to draw one from Matt, just so he can have something in his hand. He has 3 cards now in the discard pile, hopefully to be able to go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and draw one more. Let's draw from L. We get a Nova Flare. Roll 4 dice, deal that much damage, divide among the number of targets. Remove all energy from the stacked shared energy pool. Remember this? It's a maneuver. This is a maneuver, therefore I can target things that are guarded as well. Got to remember that. Very useful indeed. And I'm just kind of looking to see what else that I have. Fantastic. Let's go. Having cards in my hand but not needing to draw is a great feeling because I can take hits that's coming at me that I'm sure Ranger Slayer Kim will be dishing out quite a bit. Hiya! First one, fast. Of course she's fast. Thunder Kick. The Ranger with the most cards in their hands must discard cards from their hand so they have discarded at least 4 shields or until they have no cards remaining. Another Thunder Kick. I'm not going to switch them because that is just what it is. Oh, okay. So the Slaying Shot is going to go up front. Remember, she's very fast. Roll 4 dice, deal that much damage to the Ranger with the fewest cards in their hands. Okay. And another Slaying Shot. Okay. So we got 2 of the same cards and only 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. There's really not that much in terms of damage. She had another Slaying Shot, the Bow of Darkness. There we go. Lead Ranger. That's the one. The Suppressing Shot. I'm glad I didn't draw. There's your guard cards, which I'm glad I didn't get. And it also skips the next Ranger turn in battle. Nope, I'm fine. I'm cool. Thank you. All right, so we got 3 Chaos Putties that we have to deal with as well. And this very well could start knocking these guys out and then building us up towards our 5th and final Zord. Of course, I would need to get to level 6 for the Megazord, but we'll see what we can do. Cry Havoc, I like it because it's only 2 health. That's good. Got Total Mayhem right here. It's fast, but again, we don't have to worry about that because that's all down here. 1 damage, +1 for each panic locations. This is actually doing 3 damage right now, so I got to definitely get rid of that before it happens. And Chaos Burst, deal an amount of damage to a single Ranger equal to the number of cards in their hand. If their hand is empty, discard the top card of the deck. All right, Slaying Shot's going to go first no matter what. Roll 4 dice and deal that much damage to the Ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. Oh man, she's jumping right in and smacking Matt in the face. My pink dice are right now in the box, so I just take what I have and roll and see what Matt has to deal with. Come on, Matt, dodge out of the way. Go, go, go. 4 dice, 4 damage, so yeah, that's the thing that's happening. So I think what Matt's going to do is he's going to take this Soul Strike and he's going to shove it to the bottom of his deck right now. And by doing that, he'll spend 1 energy, which is fine, in order to trigger the Dragon Shield, which he has in reserve up here, which will reduce the damage by 3 and gain him an extra dice on his next attack. We'll just throw that right there. With that, we know that he has another dice. I do plan on attacking with Matt at some point, I hope, but not yet, at least not for right now. Okay, so now he's taking 1 damage. It's the Dragon Solo, so that's going to go to the discard pile. Okay, well, that's the thing then. Moving right along, Gushka, it is our turn. There's no guard on the field, which is great. We should be able to take advantage of that, I hope, especially with something that may spread damage around. I'm going to throw down the 6-fold strike right now. So it's going to be 1 energy. So now our pool has no energy in it. And I'll fill that with the L's ability a little bit later. And I am going to actually discard the Guardian Armor. I'll put that on the bottom of the deck in order to return this to my hand once I finish it. So I'm going to do a 3 dice attack against that Slaying Shot. I actually shuffled this again off screen. So just keep in mind that this is getting shuffled at the end of every battle. You have to shuffle the key deck at the bottom at the end of every battle. All right, so we're doing the 6-fold strike, which is the 3 dice attack. There's really nothing else I can do right now, so let's do this. Again, anything's possible, but I'm really not sure how this is going to work out in the long run. She's doing a lot of damage here. Holy jeez. All right, so I got 2 damage on the slaying shot. Okay. I feel like I'm going to be laying out a lot of little damage here and there and then filling it all out in the, like finishing it all up in one shot. This is going to come back to my hand. I am going to draw from L. So we'll go ahead and we'll draw the Void Chakram. Okay. I think I could do something with that. Doesn't matter. Kim goes again anyway. Well, evil Kim, doing the same thing she did before, rolling 4 dice and going after Matt. This is actually why I didn't draw from Matt's deck. I didn't want him to have 1 less card in there in case she rolls high. It's 4. There we go again. So I don't have anything to reduce it this time, so he has to take this full 4 damage. I know the other dragon shield's in here, so that's a thing. Plus that, so 1, 2, 3. The dragon solo. All right, so that'll go there. So I know the dragon shield is right there, which is fine, but I don't really have anything else that I can pull from him. It's just going to kind of be Ellen Orion going through this as Matt is having some problems dealing with whatever's going on in front of him. I do need a card in his hand, though, in order to be able to activate something else I want to do. This is all the most cards in their hand right now, which is currently L. And that should be, yeah, all right, so that should be good. All right, L is going to go ahead and let's just use this. We're going to activate the Solar Zord, blah, boom, to put 3 into the center. So that's why I don't have to pull anything from anybody's cards. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to play the Void Chakram. So that would be a 4 dice attack. After you resolve this attack, if there's no energy in the shared pool, you're going to gain 3. So it pays for itself right there. I have 3 in the center. Once I do this 4 dice worth of attack, then I will go ahead and put the 3 back in. I'm going to go after the first Thunder Kick right here to try to take it down. Once again, 4 dice, 4 damage. If it all goes according to plan, then it works. If not, then we're in trouble. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Do I do what I want to do? I have 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 extra. I thought about using the, the Dragon Zord in order to spread it, but it's not going to really matter at all. So that 1 extra is just gone. Shkaboom. At least I defeated this, which is all that matters. I am going to draw. I'm actually going to draw from Matt. I know that this is the Dragon Shield, unfortunately. Oh, it's a Solo Strike. I had 2 Solo Strikes in there? Oh, okay. That's a thing. But we're going to hold on to that for right now because I need to use that in order to be able to trigger something else. So that's done. That goes. The Ranger Slayer triggers. And we get ourselves another turn right there. All right, we're going to see what we can do about spreading out some damage here in order to knock things out faster. We'll use the Flying Tiger, which is in Orion's deck. It's a 0 cost, 2 dice attack, which we are going to go after that Thunder Kick. After you resolve this attack, you can spend 1 energy to allow another Ranger to immediately play 1 card with an energy cost of 0. That is going to be actually the Zord Strike. So I'm just going to do this now just to get it all out of the way. We're going to do that. The Solo Strike I just grabbed from him is going to go to the bottom of his deck. So boom, right there. So he still has 2 cards in his deck. And the Zord Strike is going to trigger on the next turn. So I'll just bring that over so we can play, show that off when we're ready. All right, so I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put Zeo Battle Zord Red right next to it because he's going to be the one that powers up this card, making it do a massive attack, which we will talk about after I roll the 2 dice for Flying Tiger. Wish I had that Activate Ranger key right about now so I can get some more dice from Tommy Oliver Black Ranger, but hey, what can you do? Okay, so we got 2 damage right here, which is great on that Thunder Kick. Any damage on it is fantastic because it's less we got to worry about when we actually roll for the Zord Strike. Okay, beautiful. 1, 2, fantastic. All right, Zord Strike will have 2 initial dice. We'll put those right here. We will exhaust this card to add 3 more dice to this attack. We will put a red, we will put a black, and we'll put a purple on it anyway. So now we have 5. Then, over on Matt's card over here, remember not only did we have a dice from before when we used the Dragon Shield, was that this round? I'm pretty sure that's this turn that we used. Yes, it was way in the beginning that we used that. So we have this from the beginning that we're able to use. Plus, we're going to go ahead and use Noble Pursuit and grab this as well. Thus making a 7 dice attack that we can spread around to whatever we want. So there's all of our dice. There's all of our targets. Let's do this. And if I had Dino Thunder Black Tommy Oliver, it would have been 8 dice in order to go and try to kill as many things as possible. So Matt, You're doing good. You're showing everyone that you can be a true Green Ranger. Don't mess this up with a weak attack. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's 1 dice per, but hey, I'll take it. That should do a nice amount of damage with things. All right, so we get the spread around 6 right here. So we know we're going to do 1, 2 over here. So that's gone. What else do I want to do? I could just do the next 4 and beat that. And then I do have my Nova Flare, which can then also is 4 dice that I can spread around anything else as well. Do I want to do that? Because then we'll have a turn here. But I should try to defeat these guys as well. So that's 1, 2. I don't like this either because that skips the turn. This is going to do a lot of damage to everyone. You know what? No, we're going to do this. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to kill that just so I don't have to worry about dealing with that. And I have a few more turns. And I'll take this 1 damage and the last damage, put it there. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good for a little bit later when I do the Nova Strike, which that's Orion. That's, what is it? Matt, let's draw from L. For Solarix, any ranger may immediately play 1 card without paying its energy costs. That is something good to hold on to for later. All right, this goes to the bottom of the key deck. And this is used for this round. Oh boy. Oh, and we do get 1 more experience because we beat the Chaos Putty. Still good. Still 3 to go for another Zord, which is very, very possible to do this round as well. I think I'm just going to Nova Flare. I know I wanted to wait until I got another dice to do it, but there's really nothing else that I can use it for right now. So I'm going to do that. It's rolling 4 dice, deal that damage, divide among any number of enemy cards. Again, it's a maneuver, so I'd be able to go past block, but it doesn't matter. I'll remove all energy from the shared pool. There's only 2 in it right now, so that's it. Of course, ideally, I would love to be able to just beat Kim, and it is possible. I could roll the amount that I need, but I don't know. Defeating some of these Chaos Putties isn't a bad idea either. We got 3. 3 is enough to take down Kim and like finish her off for good. So maybe that's what we do. I also think I'm up here. I might have missed my turn. So we're just going to do that. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It gets so long within these battles and everything that I'm paying attention to 1,000 different things that little mistakes like that are going to happen, but that's all right. So we have 3. I can just 1, 2, 3 and defeat her right there and then call it a day. So why don't we do that? Just to say that we have beaten her. The Ranger Slayer has been knocked down and sent back to her dimension. No, Matt, Kim, it wasn't her, man. It wasn't her, I swear. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw from Orion. Oh, now I get to activate Ranger key. All right, so maybe I'll just hold on to that for right now. Nova Flare into the discard pile. This Chaos Putty goes. Boom. And I really should try to get rid of that Cause Havoc before anything else, simply because I don't want to skip a turn. So in that case, I'm just going to do Desperate Measures. It's a 2 dice attack that does guaranteed 1 hit damage here. So it's a guaranteed hit. So why don't we just roll it right on here, and this is more than enough in order to take it down. So that's fine. Oh, cool. Good job. Good job, Al. Let's pop this off here. Come here. Ugh, trying to flip things the way they go. Good. We've done this. I will draw from, do I draw from Matt? So I just have a card in his hand? No, I'll draw from Orion. Draw from Orion. Cresting Strike. Actually, I'm going to hold on to this because, well, I'm going to use it now, but boom. Good. Fantastic. This triggers, and there we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and play that Cresting Strike. I mean, if the Chaos Burst goes off, then I'll have either, I don't know, it's dealing an amount of damage to a single ranger equal to the number of cards in their hands. I can pick whoever it is. It doesn't matter who it is. I could probably go against either L or Orion. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't go after Matt because he doesn't have anything in his hand, and otherwise that his top card would be discarded. Anyway, this is a regular 2 dice attack, but I get to draw 1 key card. Let's put that 1 other experience that was right there from that other guy. I don't think I'm going to beat that other Chaos Burst, but let's see what we got here. Ooh, he gets to summon the Dragon Dagger for himself. Oh, that is a 3 dice attack that can be performed twice. So ideally it's a 6 dice attack, but that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to hold on. Well, we're definitely going to hold on to that regardless. Now let's roll 2 dice. As always, it's very possible that I could beat him like this, but I highly doubt it. Nope, didn't think so. All right, so we did 1 damage to the Chaos Burst. Cresting Strike gone. Chaos Burst hit. Boom, over. Who am I going to deal that to? Technically, it's 3 for Orion and 2 for Elrain. So we'll just have El take the 2 damage. We'll go right here, and the Solar Strike for 2. Boom, right there. All right, that's fine. I did forget to draw on this point, so I'm going to just take 1 card from Matt right now, which we know is the Solar Strike. That'll be in my hand. Go right here. I want to have 1 card in my hand just ready for him for the next battle. Is there anything here that I really need to use? Not really. I guess I could 6-fold strike, but I don't really want to spend the end. Well, I gotta recharge anyway, so we'll do the 6-fold strike just to get rid of it. I'll use, well, not get rid of it, but like get rid of the putty. I'll use the energy from Orion in order to be able to do a 3-dice attack. I'm not going to discard anything from my hand to pull it back. The only thing that stinks about that is that's a 3 shields card, so I mean, it's hard to get back in your hand, but we're in a good position to do what we got to do. So here we go. And you did the 3. That was a miss, by the way, but that's still 1, 2, 0, but that's still 3 altogether. All right, down you go into your discard. I'm not going to draw anything else, which is fine. This has been defeated, and actually the power plant now is I mean, it would have been cleared out anyway, but hey, I'm fine with that. 1 more going towards the end, and of course, beating the Ranger Slayer means we get a Zord immediately, which we're going to definitely need, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to head to the Industrial District in order to take down the 2 Super Putties and the Z Putty there, and get us just that much closer to the next Zord. All right, so defeating Kim gives us our 7th and final action for the game, which is fantastic, which I'm going to use immediately right now to do a recover action for Orion and for Elrain. El over here is going to get Desperate Measure, Solar Strike, and the Void Chakram back, so that is 6 that will be shuffled into her deck. And we have Crescent Strike, Legendary Final Strike, another Cresting Strike, which is great, and the 6-fold Strike going back into Orion's deck as well, because he definitely could use, he needs something in order to go there. These come back here, so we have a Zord Strike and a Dragon Shield as well. I don't want to do a recharge on Matt yet, because he'll just keep losing cards, and we're almost at the end of this round, which he loses a card at the end of the round anyway. Let's go ahead. This is getting really tense with him, by the way. We are now up to 4, which is great. The White Tiger Zord exhausts this card when any ranger performs a maneuver to allow a ranger to immediately play 1 card with an energy cost of 0. That's actually not so bad, because I think there are some maneuver cards here. The Nova Flare is a maneuver card. A few other things right now as well, that if I play that and then White Tiger, I can just kind of combo off with more attacks, which would be awesome. Okay, so with all that said and done, let us go ahead and do what I said before. Move Industrial District, which is great, because then if we just defeat them, I have 1 more here in order to recharge. We'll end the round, bring out the boss, and here we go. Blah! Psh! Bang! Back to action, guys. Here we go. Let's clear this out and save these people. Looking over these cards in my hand, the Solarix and the Dragon Dagger is one heck of an awesome combo, because for 1 energy, I get to go ahead and do a 3-dice attack twice. That is awesome. I'm definitely have to consider that as I go along. What else do I have? I had my Solo Strike from Matt, which I'll probably use more for the Zord Strike than anything at this point, but, you know, White Tiger Zord is also another one for that. The Ranger Key gives me the ability to play another card anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. And then Stronger Together for our once per battles. Draw 1 from Orion. Good, I get to get a key card in my hand. I like that. And the Nova Flare is back in my hand as well. Again, a maneuver, which I can play a 0 card afterwards. So those are a really good combo in its own right. So let's keep that in mind as we go through this as well. I'm going to put the Z Putty in first, just in case if that stupid guard one comes in. So that's, I mean, I guess it in the back is fine, but, you know, we'll see. Do I really want to do that? No. Before I even draw that, see, we're going to do this. I'm going to take the Chaos Putty, because if it pushes it to the middle and it guards too many things, it's going to be annoying. Okay, Total Mayhem for fast. Erratic Movement for a passive. Now, see, I'm glad I did that. I'm so glad I did that, because that's guarded over here now. Otherwise, that would have been pushed to the middle, and it would have guarded all the sides. Okay, very good. Okay, so We do have a little bit of a problem right here. The Total Mayhem's going to go first. This is going to be a fast card dealing 1 damage to each ranger. Increase this damage by 1 for each panicked location. Now, there is one other panic location, so this is doing 2 damage to each ranger. Matt only has a 2 shield card in his, his discard pile in his deck. So we're going to have to use the solo shield. That's going to go back into his deck. Now at least he has 2 4 shield cards. We're going to spend an energy and we are going to trigger the dragon shield, reducing that by 3. So at least, you know, he doesn't take any damage. And the next time he uses a card, he will gain an extra dice for it, at least for the remainder of this battle. All right, Orion takes 2. Legendary Final Strike, goodbye. Whatever this is goodbye as well, because it's a 1 shield, of course. I like those ones. Those are really good. Desperate Measures, 1. Yeah, I threw a lot of... Okay, the Void Chakram. Oh, boy. Wish I had that in my hand, but that's all right. Okay, flipping this down. This is going here. I know that the Erratic Movement is a passive, and it increases the health value of all adjacent enemy cards. So this is a 4. This is a 4. That's really it. However, using the Nova Flare, I get to roll 4 dice and divide that damage amongst any number of enemies. Because it's a maneuver, this isn't a targeted attack, which means it bypasses guard. I'm going to be rolling those dice and going out. You know what I'm going to do first? No. I'm going to do this first. We are going to first activate Ranger Key in order to be able to pull out my guy, to pull out a legendary Tommy Oliver from Dino Thunder Black. Actually, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shove elves into the center here. So now we have 3. We will go ahead and say, haha, Tommy Oliver is right here. So we will go and once again, just use this immediately. So we'll put an extra dice on the Nova Flare. So that's going to be a 5 dice attack. And hope for the best that whatever I get is going to knock out the majority of these guys, if not all of them. I mean, 5 dice is pretty good. You can get quite a lot of damage out of it. Maximum 10, which is more than what I need, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll work. And actually, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and just trigger the White Tiger because a maneuver was played. So we'll immediately go in and throw a Cresting Strike on top of that, rolling an additional 2 dice to add to the pool. Granted, it doesn't separate like all the other ones, but whatever doesn't die will hopefully die anyway. Hey, 2 more damage added to, that was a 2 right there as I'm trying to move it. 2 more damage added to the mix. Fantastic. So in the initial 4, I would have done 1, 2 to get rid of this, and then probably 3, 4 on the Z Shield, and then the Crushing Strike would have killed it. So yes, I would have lost 1 in the long run because I did it kind of out of order in a sense. But for the most part, this is happy. I'm happy with the way this ultimately looks. These 2 guys can come off. And do I draw from Matt? I will not draw from Matt because I cannot afford to have a battle begin where Matt almost dies again. Yeah, no, you know, no, yeah, we will. We'll just take Matt's Solo Strike, one of the 2 that's in that deck, put that into our hand, and we can draw from the key deck. Keeping going down here, we have, oh, we found the Power Pod Sword again. Fantastic. That'll be great for spreading around damage. All right, all of this can go. We've used the White Tiger Zord. All we have left is the Dragon Zord. That's not going to really do much of anything. Exhaust and go. Actually, before we do that, hold on one second. We killed those 2 guys right there. So that means we get ourselves a new Zord. Fantastic. Down, 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 down with all that. We're at 4. This is 5. So this is actually Orion Zord, isn't it? Yeah, I figured as much. The Q-Rex Drill. Exhaust this card in battle. Roll a number of dice equal to the number of exhausted Zord cards. Deal that much damage to an enemy card of your choice. Sure. It's our turn right now. We're in the middle of battle. Exhaust this card in battle. Roll a number of cards equal to number. So it counts itself. So by doing that, we have this. Plus I have these 4 as well. So I'm rolling 4 dice to go after Total Mayhem. And technically I would still have my Ranger turn after this because this is a Zord ability. It doesn't count as an actual turn. So yeah, can we kill it? We can. We can. 1, 2, 3, defeated. Fantastic. So with you're gone, and now we have cleared this area, and that, my friends, is probably going to bring us to the end of round 3. 1 more round to go, and of course, a boss that is going to appear. Okay, so we do still have one more, arrow left, or action left. This is going to go back to L over here, which is fine. That is used, so that's done. I don't get this anymore from Matt, but I do get back the Dragon Shield. Here's the problem. Here's what the things are going to get into really nasty. Matt's going to pretty much be useless at this point because I can't do anything with him. Because what I need to do first, there's only one card left in his deck. That's it. And at the end of the round, I have to take the top card of his deck and toss it. So I need to recharge him, which is also going to get rid of another card. With that said, I have Dragon's Blessing and 2 Dagger Solos, which are going to go into here. And we're going to shuffle up, as you see. And one of these cards has to come out because it's the end of the round. And yeah, so it's just more green energy taken away. Solo Strike is gone. And then I went ahead and just did the 2 Nova Flares. I didn't realize they were both 3 shields. Both of these are going back into L's deck, so that's good to have. We'll put this here, and we're going to say, off we go to the next round. We have all 7 of our, actions here, and we know that the boss is coming. Oh, we got all of this here ready to go as well. We have to beat this boss. We need to do the best we can against it, with Matt being really hindered at the moment. So here we go. Also, by the way, if anybody ever dies and I have to take this away, Matt's energy gets drained as well. So there's a lot of things that take energy away from your Green Ranger for this scenario. Now it's going to get to a point where I have to be very strategic about what it is I do, where I go, and how I do it, because too much recharge or too much whatever on Matt, and he's going down. All right, round 4, number 1. Oh, geez, already. Okay, well, 3 Z-Putties and the boss to the power plant. All right, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Who we have to worry about encountering here? Of course, the creator of the green candle, Rita Repulsa. Ah, Rita cackles as she arrives. The power of the dragon coin is fantastic. I can see why you didn't want to give it up. This is why it should have stayed with me, Matthew. Alas, it's too late now, for all of you. Okay, that's not exactly what it says in the book, but close enough. I'm also using the alternate sculpt for Rita in this just because it's in the Boom comics and that's kind of what you look like. Also, part of this, because of the fact that Rita gets deployed, Matt loses another card from his deck, which happens to be another Dragon Solo. So he loses this card with 2 in his deck and 1 in his discard pile, which I don't know how to get there because I don't have any means to do that. If you're doing the green candle for yourself, I highly recommend having some way to heal cards outside of recover, because that would have made this a little bit easier. Now then, let's take her and the Z-Putties and get over to the power plant. Of course, she has her husband's goons with her, all the Z-Putties and everything. This is, of course, panicked as well, and I don't know, I'm still... Usually this is round 4, and round 4, I'm just like, just go after the boss. I don't care about anything else, just go after the boss. We also still have 4 more deployments to do, oh boy. 2 Z-Putties to the dockyard. Also can't forget to put a panic token here because that is what happened. All right, 1 and a 2. There's still plenty of space, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting a full round panic on this either. So we should be okay. Let's just put that Z-Putty on the dockyard as well. All the Z's are coming out apparently, and we know that the next one is going to be Z-Putties also. And this is going to end up going 3 Z-Putties at the power plant. Man, she's just taking them all with her. Guys, I'm losing my mind here. I actually don't know if I recorded me putting out the other guys on the field right now. If I didn't, it's just the way it is. I probably hopefully edited it in a way that it's okay. But now we have 3 more putties to put out. Oh boy. So we got 1, 2 right here for Rita, and then 1 right here in the industrial district. Okay, well, now that things are back and recording and everything, I hope we saw something. we have one more deployment and we are fine. We are not going to fully panic because there is no way that 5 is going to go here. In fact, we know that these are Z putties and they're just going to go to the industrial district, which is where we are anyway, but only 2. Like so. And again, I really hope that I hit that record button before in order to show where everything else landed for the first 3, especially Rita being right there. But hey, it is what it is. If that's not what it was, again, I've been recording for like over 3 hours now, and I am ready to just get here and get rid of her permanently and finish this up. I really don't want to waste time where I am right now in the industrial district to do 1, 2, 3. To only need to beat 2 guys to get the Megazord. Normally I'd be like, sure, why not and everything, but I think in this situation, I'd rather just get over to Rita, knock down her forces that way. I mean, I could get all 5, but once I get the 5th one, I would unlock it. It wouldn't do anything anyway, because I know what's there. I know what's there. It wouldn't matter at all if I unlocked it or not. So, I mean, it would matter if I unlocked it, but like, if I unlocked it during the second fight with Rita, because that would have just been it. All right, let's move on over to the power plant and just do that first fight. I'm going to jump into that first fight, and then worst case scenario, I just don't do any recovering at all with Matt. Now, there is a special thing also that happens with Rita. So there's a way that she actually could end up hurting herself while fighting because she's absorbing all that green energy, and I will explain that once we get there. So, to the power plant, and hopefully to victory. If you're looking to get energy siphoned, you gotta do it my way, boys. Come on, Green Ranger, let's go! And turn the wrong way. Turn back this way. Ha! Always teleporting in the wrong way. Oh, you're gonna be seeing all different types of weird directions today, Matthew. We'll see about that, Rita. All right, again, Solarix Dragon Dagger combo is really good. Solo Strike, which would become the Zord Strike. Power Pod Sword, which would be really good. And then, of course, the Stronger Together, which would be better if I had Activate Ranger Key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw 1. Nope, that's not it. Though I get to draw 3 key cards, which is really cool with that, even though it's really powerful. Actually, that right there is it's a lot of energy, but we do have a Solar Zord in order to give us something as well. Do I want to just activate Ranger Power again? I mean, just draw again? Okay, 6-fold. Play this card, blah, 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 draw a key card from your deck. So I can start grabbing a lot of key cards from his deck in the hopes to be able to, just do a lot of damage, and maybe it looks like L is going to be my main defender at this point. Should something happen where she could just be the one to take the blunt. I don't remember Rita right now, but she may hit everybody. If she does, this is not going to be a long fight. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So we got a guard with Cruel Laughter. Each ranger must discard from their hand the card with the most shields. That's terrible. We got another Cruel Laughter right there. A fast card, and this is going to spell the end for Matthew, unless I do something about it, because the Chain Lightning will deal 4 damage to each ranger. And we have another fast card right here. 6 damage, oh god, to the ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. That is still Matt, because he has 2, whereas Orion has 3. Oh, joy. All right, and we know that we have 4 Z-Putties here as well, so let's see what becomes of this. Fierce Strike. It's just damage. It's just damage and guarding and damage and damage and guarding. Whoops, I drew 2. Got another Z-Shield right there. Fun. I had a Chaos Putty for some reason in that, but, things end up getting mixed together because it's just chaos right now. Fascinating thing is that these are the only 2 that are guarded, but again, the problem right now is that this is going to absolutely destroy Matt. This is probably going to destroy Matt as well, but I think I might be able to reduce that a little bit. Yeah, that's why I had the Solo Strike in my hand. So the Solo Strike is actually going to go on the bottom of Matt's deck right here, which is good. So now he has 3. And that will enable me to do the Dragon Shield right here. So that'll reduce the damage by 3 and give him another dice, which he'll probably never use. So now Matt has taken 3 damage. 1, fantastic. And Dragon's Blessing on the bottom. Okay, so we know that's a 3 shield, so that's a good thing to know. Okay, well, that does that. Boom, boom, boom. Now we get to go ahead and take our turn. So I'm going to I forgot to do this before. I'm going to give Elle this, and she's going to put her stuff into the pool right here. So now we have 4 energy in the pool. Not that it matters. I think we're just going to go ahead and go big this way. So we're going to use the Solarix, which is going to take 1 energy out of the pool, and we're going to go ahead and activate the Super Silver Spear. Silly names. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice attack that I can draw up the 3 cards, but I'm going to go ahead and just spend another energy right now to place a Power Pod Sword on top of it, adding 1 dice to the attack and dividing it up among any number of targets. I can't hit Chain Lightning, which is going to really, really stink, but at the very least, I want to see how many other cards I can take down. All right, 7 dice. I can't avoid guard with it, unfortunately, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. And then if I draw 3 cards, maybe I can find something else to play. Who knows? Sure, we'll keep that one right there. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I forgot to do the special rule from the green candle for Rita. Basically, it says, each time a Rita Repulsa card deals a damage, I roll a dice. If I roll a hit symbol or double hit symbol, it adds that much damage to it. If I do a miss symbol, I can do a damage to any card of hers I want. Basically, she's summoning the green energy, and it can make her stronger, which it does, or not. So that's like another damage that she would have done to Matt, which means that this actually would have went to his discard pile. Fantastic. Great. Now I'm really in trouble here. We get to do 7 damage, so sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. That hits that. The problem is that the damage has to go through fully before I do anything else. So why don't we just do 3 damage to Cruel Laughter to knock it down a little bit more. Guess I could do Z-Shield as well, but not really too worried about that right now. Let's go ahead and draw our 3 cards from our key deck. First we get the Redline Slash. All right, cool. So this is the Turbo Tommy one. This is the only Turbo one that's in there. 0 cost, 2 dice attack. No energy is in the shared pool. Add 1 dice to this attack. Very cool. The Dragon Shield. Play this card when any ranger suffers damage. I think that might just save him. Oh my god, I think that might just save Matt for now. And then finally we have Turbo Strike. Oh, there was 2 Turbo. I thought I had only 1 in there. 0 cost, 2 dice. After rolling, choose 1 die from this attack and gain an energy equal to that damage. Sweet. Sounds good. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do there. This is getting tense. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive this. 4 damage to each ranger. And every time she deals damage, that dice gets rolled. So this is going to Matt first. 5 damage. And you know what? It doesn't matter. He has 1 card left in here anyway, which is the Solo Strike. And even if I use the Dragon Shield, it would still not matter. So it looks like within this storyline itself, Matt has fallen to the dark side. This may be the storyline that leads up to him being the evil Green Ranger in the next, what is that, the evil Green Ranger saga. But regardless of anything, our other heroes couldn't save him. Come with me, Matt. Come with me. I will show you the true power that you hold within. Yes, my mistress. Yes. No, no, no. Get him, boys. Rita Repulsa drains the last of the Green Ranger's power and fires off a devastating wave of lightning that knocks the Rangers off their feet. Vengeance tastes so sweet. I should remember to brush my teeth. She cackles at her own joke as she flies off to wreak havoc across the world. Well, can't win them all, as they say. This one, again, was just, I mentioned at the end there, like, if you have a way to make sure that cards could go from your Green Ranger's discard pile into his deck without having to do a recovery action or whatever, that is probably the main key to winning this. Because once he has a lot of cards siphoned out from his deck, you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want during each battle because they get refreshed during each battle. So as long as you have a card in your hand, you can shove it on the bottom of the deck and then use something else. So he'll have a card in his deck to be able to do something with, and you're able to then use the other cards from the Green Ranger deck. And as you can see, Green Ranger has a lot of great cards, And Matt gaining that Dragon Rush card or that Zord Rush card or whatever it was, whatever it was, that was fantastic. That was one of the coolest cards he got. Didn't mind exhausting his Zord at this point because there's some Zords out there that are just kind of useless, so don't really need them. And that just powered it up so much, gave so much energy, plus his power to add the dice to the attack. Man, oh, so good. If I had just gained a little bit more time in terms of stuff in his deck, we definitely could have beaten Rita. But in any case, I'd love to hear your opinion down in the comment section below. What do you think of the green candle as a scenario? And have you out there also got Ally Pack 4, which has Orion in it? What do you think of his key ability? I said it early, like way back in the beginning. I do not like Super Megaforce and Megaforce's seasons at all. Orion is a cool character from Super Megaforce, and this concept of the key deck works really well within this game. So even though I don't really like any of those Rangers, I would have loved to see the rest of them in this game and see what those key decks could have been, because that would have been fantastic. Making an entire Red Ranger key deck or a Black Ranger key deck, you know, whatever you got and everything like that, it would have been so cool to see, and I would have loved to have been able to like just kind of work with that in the future. Now, granted, we can make them for ourselves once we get all of the kits and everything, whenever that may be. But I still like seeing what comes out of the minds of Renegade when it comes to this game. Thank you all again for joining me on this session for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid as I went through Scenario 14, the Green Candle. I will be doing Finster's Fusion next, because that got the next. It was really close, actually, as you probably saw from one of the first episodes in this. It was like very close between those two, and I really wanted to do Finster's, but you know, that's what you guys voted for Green Candle, and after I thought about that, I really wanted to use Matt and like show him off this way, and this was a perfect opportunity to do it. So yeah, going from there. With Finster, man, we're going to get a lot of randomness involved, and I think I have a really good way to show off that randomness. But I'll need my buddy Paul's help for that, which he is working on right now. All of that will be discussed later on once I actually show that off. There are plenty other things coming out that will be exciting for all of you, including a new giveaway that I will be doing in honor of my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. So be sure to catch all of that, my next Heroes of the Grid session, any major announcements, or any other fun thing I put out for you to enjoy. Be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, as I've said before, there are plenty of ways to do that down in the description section below. The affiliate links down there that'll bring you to these products, both on the Renegade website and on Noble Knight Games, go a long way to helping the channel grow. If you're a YouTube or a Patreon subscriber, those that are already have already seen this entirety run already, because you get the full uncut video on day 1, whereas the rest of these parts are released every 2 days later or so. You get extra votes when it comes to voting stuff and like that. And of course, various other perks and excitement throughout the year, including early videos. But again, like this one, you've seen this already. Thank you so much. But regardless of all of that, your view, your like, your share, commenting on this video, subscribing to the channel, that is what really helps the Home Gamer Dad grow. And I thank you all so much for all of that. If there were any mistakes or anything like that throughout the course of these videos, anybody out there, by all means, let me know down in the comment section below. But of course, be nice, be cordial about it and everything. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to enjoy it. I have been now recording for over 3.5 hours, if not longer at this point, because I had to take a little break and bounce off and whatever. So there's bound to be errors and mess ups as I go along. And then of course, just as time goes on and it gets later and later, I may miss something along the way that generally is not a vital part to the game. This isn't Final Girl where one small thing could like completely ruin it all. But at the same time, it's good just to let everybody know that's like, hey, this is how it's supposed to be. Or, you know, if I ask a question on it about what you guys think, hearing your opinions as well works. So thank you guys again. You've been absolutely amazing. I can't wait to do this again. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Until the next session, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Matt, you're awesome. I need to learn a little bit more about you.